a sin, mm, life of sin, you will know. You will, you know the five things in other people. Oh yeah, well, I said my past hasn't been that cherry either. So I imagine, like, all we can do is try. I will try and pass. Okay, thank you, sister. Sister, but wait, if you like, you can stay here with us. I don't think that's a good idea. I have too much heat on me. No, come, trust me. This church has been taking strays ever since it was founded in the late 1800s. And so we have a spare room. You can stay in Matt's old room, away from Fisk is after me. I don't want you. Trust me, we can handle people like Fisk. People like we have dealt with people, we have kids people from people like from World War like Fisk for years. He is no. All right. I'll I hope you don't. Of course, no problem. Foggy, thank goodness you're here. Yes, I'm here. What is so urgent? So what's so urgent that you? Oh, look, I have something for you. This is what is it? It's a set of instructions, a pamphlet full of instructions given by Mister. Fisk wanted you to wait. Fisk. What's Fisk? He knows that you're running for district attorney as a means to form out your prison. He wanted me to inform you that he is willing to let you continue your running and support you 100%, as long as you're willing to support him and not what are you keeping Fisk out of the go against everything I go against everything I worked for to want. Only I wanted the job so I can put Fisk away for life. What's going on here, man? Look, you gotta do this, Foggy, for the family. What's going on here? Like, are you look? I didn't tell you this. I don't want to tell you this before, but our family having many problems, financial problems. Our father, you know how our father, a few years ago, our father was in an accident. Yeah, but it all worked out in the end. He got a serious back injury. He went to a hospital, but and doctor fixed him up. Yeah, the thing is that the unfortunate insurance turns out our family's insurance were expired years ago. Explained something about us being immigrants. I said so we had to pay for my operation through our own funds, which cost us our biggest lot of money. I said, and we were basically by, but we were basically, if we didn't do something, we would lose the family business. But then a guy from the allies from bank called Financial came to us. He offered us, and it worked. How could you do this to me? Okay, why didn't you tell me if you tell me that you know a person I am, Foggy, you know we're Nelsons, Foggy. We don't take help that easy whenever we're in trouble. That's how that doesn't have to be. Come on, man. How could you happen to you? Hey, you're the one who. Hey, we're gonna be in this mess. Look, Foggy, I'm not trying to make you feel bad. Look, me, Mom, and Dad support your choice going later, and we're happy for you. We really do. But we want to see the nowadays. I wish that we just follow in the famous and help us. When if you were here, we couldn't. You didn't know that. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna be Fisk skinny pig. If you don't, we'll lose the family meat cutting business. Do you want that? This business is our family's legacy, our life. And if that happens, they'll die. Just because they know I can. Look, we'll figure this out, bro. I promise. I will let Fisk beat us. Okay, besides, obviously, you mess with me. You're the one who you Matt, and you guys who. Hey, only because Fisk was hurting innocent people. Well, he wasn't hurting us. And I promise. I will find my affairs. I promise. Do we believe that? Do we think? I do. I really. I really do. Yeah, so they answer the security question? I really do. I can't believe you. Hey, all those years you trained, you grew me to this being head of the FBI. But I teach me that it's our job to follow the law, not to allow criminals to get advantage over us, to be above those that would allow themselves to be corrupted by the criminal scum of this world. how could you allow this to happen? Believe me, believe me. Not that goes by, I don't regret the choice I made that brought us here. Yeah, VJ, VJ, not. But the truth is, it's all my fault. You see, a few years ago, back when I was a simple simple if before I made some mistakes. Like one of the mistakes caused almost mistakes. I was on. Yeah, I was in charge of hunting down a man that was said to have strong ties to the Yakuza clan. He was smuggling some strange technology that said they were using to bring a dirty bomb. I tracked him down to a warehouse. I don't know. It went bad, really bad. The type of bad that would cost an FBI agent their job. Unfortunately, I was able to cover up so no one would be the wiser. Unfortunately, I didn't script the foot. There was a camera present in the scene. I didn't notice it until it was too late. Somehow Fisk found out about that and used that against me. And when it was me, it was my job to help that it's my job to help him recruit people in the police department that would be successful that would be willing to work for Fisk. You're the reason why Fisk had cops on his payroll when he when the house was going the last time. Exactly. How could you do this? If I came clean, I would have lost my job, and in some way, I would too. I believe in I would lose. I dedicated my life to the FBI. I believe in the system. I was gonna let Fisk take that away from me. But the fact that you were willing to help Fisk do all those terrible things and bring me involved in this, that makes you just as bad. Well, you don't have to. Look, if I want, I can't. Fisk. There are times that I wanted to go against Fisk to not stop, to not walk with. Then by the time I tried, his people sent me pictures, sent me texts, pictures of his people close to my family, threatening that they would kill any one of them if I went against Fisk's orders. That's what Fisk does. That's impossible. Why one can't truly has that type of influence? Well, Fisk does. And I'll be honest, there are days that he is amazed by how much influence, how many resources he has. There are days that he feels like he has a guardian angel helping him cover his tracks or force people like us to do his dirty work. I don't know how. Honestly, if I'm being honest, Fisk has on you ever since the beginning. Do you think it's an accident that you're having financial troubles? That you're on the verge of losing your house? Fisk made that happen. He still had people, even without that, he still had people in the financial district, in the bank district, that were willing to help him cost you money. It was his reason. It was his influence of his mystery benefactor that helped him. That helped him orchestrate. That helped him. Also, he lost money, which would eventually entice you to actually be willing to push to try and get it. So, what do you mean? Are you saying that Fisk has been playing me since the very beginning? I hate it. I hate to say this to you. That it's true. Mrs. It's good to see after all. Nice to see that you still remain loyal to me. You give me much choice, Fisk. Please call me Kingpin. I think there's some matters who I might make place. Just put it down, really. For what's worth, I want you to know that if I was like Karen, and if I were about my only words that my greatest regret is that they must have sooner. If I did, you wouldn't be here right now. Well, I consider myself grateful that your fitness was ended up being your undoing. Now then, no one knows the matter for just the public. Yes, yeah, Fisk is that you're going? Oh, here, people of Hell's Kitchen, it is my greatest privilege to inform you that after months of hard work and fighting, I have been able to prove that my client was never guilty of the crimes that he was charged with, and that he, and after years, he is a free man, and But even though he is so willing to be a journalist to the FBI and help him, is my client Mr. Wilson Fisk. Thank you, Mr. Donovan. People I know that the news of my my innocence comes out to all of you. I know that all of you refuse to believe that I wasn't Fisk. I'm not the criminal that I was revealed to be. But the fact of it is that I was taken advantage of. I was a victim of false crimes, accusations, plagued by heroes of Matt Murdock, Karen Page, and Foggy Nelson. Is what they convinced you that I am but they're the real villains. I know that it's hard, but for years you have, you have believed that the devil of hell was your city's savior. That he, but in he became nothing more than a hired thug, willing to do whatever it takes to make him and Nelson and Karen Page all conspire against me. When you think that when he was the truth all along. When you think that he is a true villain of the story. But no this, but I promise you, I will use to show you, and I will continue where I started to dedicate my life, my resources, my money, my men, to make this city a better place, to make it for us to live in. But we must eliminate it. But I have, thanks to my partner, Mr. Donovan, I have undeniable proof on who Daredevil is. I have right here the identity of the devil of Hell's Kitchen, and his name and his identity is Matt Murdock. Who is oh my gosh, oh, the whole world knows that Matt's Daredevil. Oh, this is not good. Oh God, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, I'll be darned. Oh no, Matt, dude, I'm so sorry. This is my fault. Well, I have to admit, Fisk knows how to make a very compelling speech. He even convinced me that he's legit, only for a period of time. So he still thinks that everything that Fisk said now is BS. Like a skunk saying that he doesn't smell, he doesn't stink. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, but now we have a new problem. Now the whole world knows that Matt's there. Yes, and there's no doubt about it. It's going to come about, but in the end. So now what? Honestly, I don't know what to do. Somehow Fisk managed to convince the entire people of New York that I know that he's a saint. Honestly, I don't know what to do next. I see. It's true. It must hurt Tom, Matt, to dedicate your entire life to fight for the rights that you once believed in, only to turn against you. To let people like Fisk about you. What do you want, Father? I'm here to tell you that there's still time. You can still do the right thing. The system's not as broken. You can still use it. This life you chose the choice of just being digital all the time. Who do you tell me how I spent my life? You lied to me, you and Fisk and me. You all lied to me saying that my mother died, but now she was this whole time. Believe me, believe me. Now that goes by, I didn't wish that I would tell you sooner. But I promised, I swore to your mother that I would keep her secret. We both thought that it would make it easier for all of us. But we had no idea how it would affect you, Matthew. Sorry. Sorry, that's what kind of. So now, are you gonna kill? What are you gonna do? I'm do what I said. Kill Fisk, and by doing so, you become the very monster you swore to get rid of. Who do you want to talk about? You talk, Dad. You died because you want. Yes, you're right. You're right. I should have, but I didn't. I did because I wanted to show my son that I am aware that even the alternative, there's nothing. That's why I did. More importantly, I wanted to win, because this is who we are, Matt. We're fighters. We're Murdoch's men. We have a devil in us, and we. That's right. You're all. But yeah, I really, I'm really doing what I need. I'm really doing what I need. Huh. You don't have the guts, Murdoch. Once you get a chance, once you invest to kill me, you'll chill like you always do. You lack for, and then and you'll never kill me, because you lack the conviction to do so. You don't know what you don't possess the right intelligence. You're not willing to make the sacrifices that I'm willing to make this city a better place. To make you're every listening. That's what you're wrong. You're not trying to deceive. You're trying to destroy everything. You're trying to cover up your own twisted intentions. Your own twisted intentions. Spare me. I will not. You will fair kill me. And when you fail, I'll end up killing. I'll kill you. I won't stop until Nelson, Karen Page, Karen, Father Langton, and even your newly discovered mother. They'll all die by my hand. No. Well, I must say, Red, I'm surprised. I'm seeing a new side of you, Banner. Frank, I didn't expect to see you here. As I heard you were on the other side of the U.S. Well, I came running over here when I heard the news that Fisk is now free. And from what I hear on the news, of the news that's now official. More importantly, I just heard Fisk just expose the whole world about your secret identity, that you're actually Daredevil. Yeah, Matty boy. It doesn't matter. Once I'm done with Fisk, it won't matter what he says anymore. Wait a minute, are you actually saying what I think you say? Yes. I'm gonna kill Fisk. Don't spare me that nonsense, Red. You never had the guts to take a criminal's life. Why fool yourself to think that you can? Because I realize now that being a lawyer does not solve anything. That fighting the system through law will not stop criminals. I believe that if I use both my skills as a lawyer and skills as a vigilante, I can keep people like Fisk from hurting people. But I was wrong. As long as Fisk is alive, he's a danger to everyone. It won't matter. It won't matter. Even if we really get Fisk locked away, he'll just find a way to cheat us something like he always does. So you're really going to kill him? Kill him? Yeah. Let's not cheese words, right, Frank? I know what you're here to kill Fisk. This is bad. This is what I want to. So you're really expecting that you're gonna let Severini's body believe that you're going to kill Fisk, and if you're not, you're gonna let me do it? If it comes to that, yes, I'll let you kill Fisk if I don't have the guts to do it myself. All right, then, Red. So what's the plan? A while ago, I managed to confront one of Fisk's men. I managed to give all the information I needed to break into Fisk's head base operations. It is City Street. I have the map blueprints right here. There's an entrance we can go through here. Go into his right through his defense undetected. Detected. One where heavy red already set of scanners telling, according to the FBI scanners, Fisk is currently not in his penthouse now. It said that he's meeting his sweet. It means someone on the south side of Hell's Kitchen. It has to be Vanessa. Who? Vanessa, Fisk girl. The one that Fisk loves. She must be now that Fisk is a free man. He must feel it's safe for her to return to New York. Well, I must admit to you, Matt. I find it very hard to believe that someone like Fisk can find someone that actually loves him for being a scumbag. Well, it doesn't matter because once the only person I'm gonna kill is Fisk. No one else will die. Once we cut off the head, the rest of his body will scatter like rats. All right then, Red. Let's go kill let's go kill the Kingpin. I can't believe it. Matt's Daredevil this whole time. Yeah, real shock, huh? Yeah, you knew this whole time, didn't you? And you didn't tell me? Marcy, come on. It wasn't my secret to tell. And besides... Besides, Matt, my friend, I couldn't betray his trust like that. Yeah, I guess that's true. One reason why I love you, Foggy Bear. Do you wonder who that could be? Hey, Foggy, did you hear the news? Yeah, what are you guys doing here? We came to see us okay. Well, not okay. Seeing the fact that Fisk's trying to make me another one of his pawns. What are you talking about? Fisk uses banking Mr. Financials to blackmail my brother. I remember to try and coax me into working for Fisk. Turns out my family business has been having money problems, and he made a deal with, and my brother made a deal with Ian Finance that works for Fisk represents, in order to. That's not good. Fitness is about to touch on in a few minutes. Should be there when we arrive, sir. Excellent. Now tell me, you've done well, Mr. Donovan, getting the information that we need. I honest with you, some of the information was too easy for me to get. What do you mean? What you mean is that sometimes the information I share with you, I receive anonymously from anonymous benefactors and more. The information I used to prove your false innocence, the information I used to convince to reveal Matt's identity to the world, Matt Merrill's identity to the world. It was all given by some anonymous person. And you don't even know who it is. No, I tried, but whoever this person is, he has very deep resources. Either I can keep people like him hidden from other people who don't want to be, that try to find him. I see. So what do I do about this Fisk? What you say is true, but that means there's someone else out there that likes me, who hides in the shadows, doing his work, and doing what others do his work, dirty work. What he is that he has more connections than I ever will. So I want to deal with this Fisk. For now, we do nothing. Nothing, and hope that he doesn't turn his wrath on me. For now, see if you on a mystery bed. I'll do what I can, Fisk. And I'll tell you what is the news on Karen Page. Bullseye is still tracking her, but he's tracking her. He's on any for you to hang out about, and from what you can tell, she hasn't skipped town yet. But don't worry, it's only a matter of time before he finds her. Good. Make sure the FBI assists in her in finding her, as well as we're in the process of running up all the local crime wards of the city. City me. Understood, Mr. Fisk. Oh, so my Vanessa. It's been too long, my love. Indeed. How I've missed you. Indeed. All the years I spent locked up in a cage. The only thing that kept me going was a dream that one day we would be reunited, where I can hold you in my arms once again. Indeed, as to my Mr. Wilson. And I saw that the time hasn't I hear you're quite busy. I have. Yes, indeed. I have exposed Matt Murdock's identity, true Daredevil's secret identity to the whole city, to the whole world, and labeled and managed to convince the whole world that him and his allies are the real criminals, not me. Me. I even managed to get the FBI to work for me from now on. You always were a very ambitious man, Wilson. That's why I love these. And indeed, now I can't wait to show you my new, our new living quarters. I'm sure you'll find it quite interesting. I'm sure I will. I'm sure I will. But first we assume made one stop where business related. Business. Oh my God! Can't believe Fisk actually got to all of you too. We do not say his name. That's his one rule. We only address him by his code name. Code name's, of course, the Kingpin. So, alright, boys. Fisk is very specific on something that he's not giving us very. Actually, you're off. Actually, I'll be taking from here. What are you doing here? How do you hurt Fisk or make Ivy of the hate rain? You want to make certain more trustworthy to keep an eye on you. Now I will take you from here. You can sit down with the rest of the team. All right. Now here's Mr. Fisk. He wants to run up all these criminals here. Make him insane. FBI, get on ground. Get on ground. Oh, FBI, don't move, come here fast, come here. Jigsaw, we got a problem. This place is not as nice as our old base, boys, but we do. So how long expect the rest of the high here, until we get what we need. Hey, I said this. I made sure. I knew it was a good idea that we set up a second base just in case our first base was ever compromised. We will hide out here until we establish our forces. And I said, here, our sheriff safe here. Don't worry. No one will ever forget to find us. Not even the FBI will find us. Shh. FBI, don't move. You were saying, boss? Impossible. How could you possibly find us? I made sure everything. I guess you're not us. Or refer to call yourself Jigsaw. So you're a Jigsaw, huh? Nice to know what your face represents. Make fun of my face. I swear I'll put you out. Do that, and we'll put bows on your heads. And what's better if you pigs? Why are you guys trying? Is this some sort of trick? They're trying to get us to cover up information. But we're not telling you nothing until our lawyers are present. I assure you, whatever fears you have are not warranted. My fine gentleman, Jigsaw. Am I right? It's nice to finally meet you. My name is. I know who you are, Fisk. Why are you not doing it up in prison? Well, like you, Jigsaw. I'm also known to turn tragedy and regain my lost assets after tragedy. From what I hear, you managed to break free from federal custody, and 3 years after you broke free from federal custody, you managed to regain in very short period of time. I find that very, and that's why you're here. Because it was for us to be partners. What's going on here? I want you to know that the FBI now works for me, and for me, and that as long as you follow my guidance, you will receive protection from the FBI. No longer you have to worry about being hunted down by the police, CIA. As long as you were to give me 50% of your funding and your profits, criminal that you make off the street, you will. As of now, all crime, not just in New York City, but almost half the entire world, will now be controlled by me. Through my protection from the FBI, I will run all of criminal activity. Forget it, fat boy. I'm done playing second fiddle to a second-rate thug. Please, if you wish to tell me, please don't sleep by my new name, Kingpin. Your rage is impressed. Your rage is impressed, but my rage. I do not wish to fight you, Jigsaw. I wish to help you. I know that you wish to Punisher's destruction after what he did to you. I can help you with that. I can support you. I can offer you protection. Well, I don't want him dead. I want to make him wish he was dead. Either way, I can assist in any way I can. Like you, I'm too invested in taking down the Punisher. For he also threatened my life. Yeah, he threatens a lot of criminals' lives. Yes, he's been informed by. I promise you, if you allow me to lead you into a new era of security, I promise you that with our combined resources, we can do what we cannot do apart. What's that? That can run a successful criminal enterprise without the interference of the police, FBI, CIA, or even the superhero community. Heroes like the Defenders, Spider-Man, Punisher. They won't be able to stop us from achieving if we work together. If we join forces, there's nothing we can do. And why should we listen to you if you haven't, unless you haven't been paying attention to news that I just exposed Daredevil's true identity to the entire world as Matt Murdock. More importantly, I now have a skilled assassin that has tarnished Daredevil's identity, and soon it will come to affect both himself, all of his allies as well. I'm sure all of you heard of the mercenary known as Bullseye, who is mine with. Yeah, we've heard of the stories of both, but that looks like this is Bullseye, but he's wearing Daredevil's costume. That's right, but if you need proof, okay, I'm convinced. I must admit, Fisk, from what I hear about you, from what I hear about you, I thought they were just rumors. Nice to see that the rumors are true. Make no mistakes. This, whether you without your consent, you will work for me. But I would rather your loyalty be given. No, I rather not have to force you to work for me. And suddenly not giving a choice at all. You have a choice. You can work for me loyally, or you can make things difficult for all of us and force my hand to do something that would convince you to work for me. I can't. Well, I can't deny that you've managed to build quite the protection racket for yourself, Fisk. And I can't afford to go to war with you when I'm in the process of punishing the Punisher for his crimes against me. So I'll support you. Well, if this Jigsaw's gonna support him, so will I. That's good to hear. Did anything go well? It did, my dear. Now all the crimes of the world will now work for me. It's only wrong, Vanessa. It's just I hope that things will be different. What do you mean? I feel lonely, Wilson. All those years that you forced me to hide overseas in your offshore care facilities. I never felt able to interact with a lot of people. All I had was security watching my every move, talking behind my back. Not really. Alone. You're not alone, but I still feel alone, even though I'm not with you, Wilson. I want to be part of your world, Vanessa. There are certain people that can. This life that I lead, it's not a very easy life. It can affect a person. I do not wish that for you. I wish to be part of your every world, Wilson. If you truly want, you let me. All right, if that is what you want, then I will do what I can. Now tell me. Let me start now. Tell me, what did you tell? I managed to convince all of crime, including my newest crime lord, who calls himself Jigsaw, to work for me, offering them protection with my support from the FBI. I managed to convince all of them. Not to mention, I have my own Daredevil. You mean I managed to get my most trusted associate Bullseye. Well, to make the world think that he's Daredevil, to ruin his reputation. And so far, my plans are working. That's good to hear. My love. Soon those who touch the Parvatan will pay for what they did to us, for forcing me to send you away for your own safety. Well, it wasn't easy, but I learned to understand. After all, I heard what happened in New York during this incident. That makes me glad I was up in overseas and not. Indeed. Indeed. All right. All right. There it is. All right, let's go. All right. Remember, these FBI agents. They're being forced to work for Fisk. Don't worry about me, Red. I know better than to kill federal agents. Federal agents don't have to worry about me going off the rail against these guys. Lightweights, Red. You just better hope. I just wonder if you'll be willing to pull it when the time comes. Don't worry, I'll know what I need to do. And you better. Alright, come. Alright, follow me, dude. Alright, we're gonna enter here. Hello, Karen. Hello, Miss Page. Hello, anything. Is anything to do for you? No, I just wanna come by and see if you need anything. No, I'm fine, thank you. I've been grateful for bringing me. Of course. Well, anyway, I was here hoping that I was wondering if you want to join us for mass. I don't think that's a good idea. I think it's better I wait here until I have the opportunity to leave. Okay. Very well then. Father Lanting, yes. Do we believe that all people are able to repent for their sins? that all people God is able to forgive all people, even those who commit a crime that she was just to forget that years ago. But are you saying that you did something unholy in yours? Before I lived in house kitchen, I used to live in country in Vermont, and there I did some things I'm not proud of, and I managed to turn my whole town. I made the whole town, even my own family, hate me. I was forced to leave because I didn't want to make things up for my family. So what happened? I killed my. I was drunk. My brother tried, and I just. So that's to me that you never intended to kill. It was just an accident. Hotel trying to convince me an entire town that I was doing Karen. And I have watched over your friend Matt Murdock for a very long time. Every time I see him enter God's church, I always know that he is only there because he needs guidance. Every time he feels lost, and I feel like he's making a wrong choice or needs confirmation that he's making a good one, he always comes here, and I end up, and I'm always able to give him the advice that he needs to do the right to make the right choice. So I was wondering if you allow me to help you with that. All right, Father. All right then. Listen, Karen. No, listen, Karen. God knows that we are not perfect beings. He gave us he made us this way because he wants us because he knows that we have the potential to learn from our sins to be better than who we are. Just because you made mistakes doesn't mean you can't learn. It's never God. God is a forgiving man, and he knows that it's not. He knows that it's not easy for his children to find a strength to find a strength to overcome great sin right away. He knows that things like these take time, and that and he wants his children to understand that it's never too late for them to repent for their sins. You just gotta be willing to do it. Oh, I know, but I'm telling you, Miss Page, when's the last time you went to Mass? It's been too long. For only times I have been in church when I attended funerals or weddings for people that I love. Like recently, the funeral for my friend Ben Urich. Perhaps the time you attended Mass, it wasn't a funeral or a wedding. Maybe it's time that you just went to be with God. I think that perhaps it will do you some good. All right, I'll come. Good to hear, my dear. Now come. The Mass is about to start soon. Sit down, Red. I got this, dude. Shh. What the? Knock out gas. Me and myself. So I see. Funny. Alright. Alright. Where is he? Now, who are you? Please don't hurt me, please. It's okay. We're not here to hurt you. We're here for Fisk. Are you here to kill him? Yes. Oh, thank God. Fisk, what is your name? My name is my name is Cindy. I'm a pretty young secretary who just got out of law school. You were in an accident. Yes, I lost my legs a few years ago, and then confined to this wheelchair ever since. This I think but this cost my people. Let me guess. Fist people read Keating, and now he is forced to work for him. Yes. Well, we won't have to worry about it anymore if you can help us take the fat man out. Well, he's just saying, according to the opportunity, once he has the opportunity to kill him right here. All right then. Wait, what's that? We have found Karen Page. Mr. Fisk, we have Karen Page. Huge. Mr. Fisk, we have news. Proceed, Mr. Donovan. Vanessa, it's okay if I'm all right then. Our agents just confirmed that they found Karen Page. She's located at the old St. Agnes Orphanage Parish, not too far from here. It was according to her, she is attending Mass. Perfect. So Karen Page decided to pay her respects to God, asking for forgiveness for her sins. Well, I'm afraid she has one of them. Contact Bosai and tell him he's already on the scene. Starting saying, "That's right, Mr. Fisk. I have my eyes on the target, right? And I'll move in and kill her now. Excellent. Unless you have problems with me breaking into a house of God, and do what you must do. do what you need to do. Bullseye. What makes along with Karen Page, you'll be all giving the public another reason why Daredevil is a public menace. You'll be my pleasure, boss. Why do you tell me? Why you remember Wesley? Yes, your charming friend. Yes, he died. Yes, I just recently learned from Karen Page herself that she killed Wesley all those years ago. She killed my friend. I'm sorry, and now it's time for her to pay for what he did to Wesley. What he did to Wesley, and Bullseye is going to ensure my vengeance. And that's cheers to vengeance. Indeed. Where are you going? Where are you going, Red? Where are you going? Where do you think we're going? We're going to stop Bullseye from killing Karen. But if you know, you'll never have another chance. We'll find another way to kill Fisk. But now we need to save Karen. Wait, we don't have to go. Wait, what do you mean? You can handle Bullseye yourself. I didn't gonna sit and kill a fat man. I know you can take care of this as much as I can. So make sure you take it out of here for Fisk. Alright then, be careful. You too. Alright. Alright. Hello, Frankie boy. What? Lay down. I thought you're right, Fisk. Punisher would try. Yes, my men found the FBI found one of my associates lying on the ground. Told me that Bat Murdoch confronted him. He told me that he forced him to give up the information about my penthouse. So although I must admit I'm surprised to see the Punisher here. Well, I'm happy that he's here. When I knew that he would work together, that they would work together. You see, so tell me, do you have any doubts I can successfully lead this new organization of ours? Not anymore, Fisk. Not anymore. Ugh. Hey, Frank. It's good to see you again. Good to see you again. Love your new look, Russo. It definitely shows the monster you really are inside. I'm going to enjoy punishing you, Frank. Go on, kill me. If you want to kill me, then you better do it right now, because you know I'm not going to until you're dead. Please, Frankie boy, I have no intention of killing you. I want you to suffer. I want you dead, but not right away. I want you to know what it's like. You fought by resting my face and told me that you fought that I'll end up sharing your pain. That I'll know what it's like to enjoy the same pain you did when you lost your family. But all you did was make me hate you even more, Frank. It made me realize that whatever brotherhood that we had, it is history. And every reason I had to give you some sort of decency, some sort of coming out over. From here on out, I'm gonna make you suffer the same way Agent Orange tried to make you suffer. Yeah. I bet you wish that you don't kill me when you had a chance, huh? Did you, Russo? You have no idea, Frankie boy. I want to know it is how happy I am that all of you are here, guys. I know that things haven't been easy for us. For a while now, our city has been plagued by criminal gangs, false information, and people that you will try to make something only. But I want to know that I know that it has been trying time. That you probably we discovered information that those that we consider heroes ended up being villains, and those that we discovered to be villains ended up being heroes. But myself is that really the truth that we have been hearing? If I think about truth, it can be very misleading if you're not careful. The truth that others try to tell us may actually be false. We must not we must not allow these false truths to cloud our judgment. We must trust ourselves. God, after all, God made us conscious beings, being people that have consciousness, voices in our heads telling us what is right and what's wrong. Now, I'm asking all of you to use your consciousness to listen to determine really if the truths that we've been hearing these passages are really the truths, or in fact false information to try and cover up even greater sin committed by others. Others. But others. But I guarantee you this. This. While the rest of the world remains lost in confusion, deceit, and false truths and lies, is that God will always be. I'm sure. I assure you that as long as you, that every time you enter, you'll always be surrounded by God, who is honest. For His word is honest and just living. That as long as we follow God's rule, we will enter. We will always have salvation. Salvation. But if we don't lose, well, if we forget that, even for a minute, then there's a good demon. Well, Lester. Well, my, that's the name I haven't heard in a long time. Special Agent Nadim, what are you doing here? I'm here to make sure that you don't cause too much bloodshed than you need to. Don't you know better than try to stop me, Nadim, unless you want the Kingpin to give you a reason why disobeying his orders will be a bad mistake. Lester, I know that my actions and my decisions to cut you off if I push you down this path. I know that it was me who. I know it was my my poor judgment, my poor leadership that allowed that made you left you vulnerable for fist manipulating you. He's using it once he'll kill you somebody. He killed everyone else that the fist will kill as like Melvin Potter. He used to work for